KP Video News. KP Video News, y'all. KP Video News, y'all.
That's right, it's KP's Video News. KP's Video News, y'all. That's who you watching right now. I'm going to have a little fun today. Yeah, I'm going to have a little fun today, boy, because just been like watching the news on TV and watching the idiot over there, the idiot up there, you know, WACKO TRUMPO. Got to watch old WACKO TRUMPO over there, man. You know, he you know, the dunce of all dunces. Sitting there, man, you know, he's sitting over there and, you know, it's like, he's like the cowardly lion, you know, from the Wizard of Oz. You know, he's just, you know, he's fucking ridiculous, man. You know, so he, one thing he did, he finally got his wall. He got his wall. He got his wall, but the only thing is, he got that little raggedy ass fence built around the White House. And, I mean, hey, you know, that's, but he couldn't get the wall in Mexico, so he got a wall built around the White House, a fence built around the White House over there. He's a coward, man. He's a total coward. You know, he went and hid the other day. He showed just how cowardly that he truly is. You know, he went and hid in the bunker under the White House, and then when he, you know, finally said, okay, they whisked him away to Florida. And when he came back, now they got a fence built around the White House to keep the people out. However, they really need to just put a giant padlock. Just put a giant padlock on that fence and go get, you know, cats with some butterfly nets. You know, with white jackets and butterfly nets, man. And anytime he come outside, just throw that butterfly net over him, man, and take him back in because, you know, as a matter of fact, we need to contact as many psychiatrists as we can while he's wrapped inside that fence, while he's locked up inside that fence. Let's have a million psychiatrists march. We're gonna have a million psychiatrists march on DC, and you know, just so we can lock the DC dunce up, man. Keep him locked up in there. He's a fucking idiot. You know, like I said, you know, he just had a complete meltdown, man. You know, it's like, see, the protesters, the reason he had the meltdown was because with the protests going on, George Floyd protests going on, that meant nobody was looking at him. And he couldn't handle the fact that nobody was looking at him, so he tried to make the protest about him. Let me snatch that away from George Floyd. I'm going to make the protest about me. So therefore, he came up with this stupid, idiotic idea to try and talk about, yeah, well, I'm getting ready to call up the army. I'm going to call up the army, and I'm going to have them out there with bayonets and poking people, trying to make them stop protesting if the governors don't want it. The dude's a fucking idiot, man. Dude's a fucking idiot. And, you know, I was looking at it, and I said, well, where's Pence at? I can find Pence. I'm like, where's Pence? Where's Pence? Where's Pence? Oh, there he is. There he is. There they go right there. There you go. Trump and Pence right there. Fucking two fucking idiots over there. And so to make matters even worse, the DC dunce had his meltdown and he decided it was a smart idea to have a whole bunch of cops come out in front of the White House, shoot people with rubber bullets and tear gas in live time. Well, you got reporters from all over the world watching this, and tear gas those people just so they can clear a path. So the dunce of all dunces could walk through and go hold up a Bible backwards and upside down. It didn't say a word. It stood in front of a church over there across the street from the White House. So yesterday, Bill Barr decides, oh yeah, He comes on TV and he told the biggest lie of all lies. Well, Trump usually tells the biggest lies of all lies, but Bill Barr comes on TV and says, "Oh, well, the thing that happened the other day was in no correlation with what the president was doing." He said he literally came on TV yesterday and lied and said that them shooting those protesters with those rubber bullets, hitting them with batons, and shooting them with tear gas had nothing to do with Trump walking across the street for that bullshit photo op in front of the church that was all boarded up. And so everybody saw it all over the world. Everybody saw what happened all over the world in real time. You saw saw them physically abuse all of those peaceful protesters. Then 10 minutes later, Trump comes out, walks across the street, and then stands there like a complete fucking idiot, holding up the doggone Bible upside down. I'm telling you now, Trump, this is Trump right here. He's like that. This is Trump when he was a kid. He's like that stupid. And you know he was like that because what rich people do when their kids are like assholes, they take them and they send them away to military school, and that's what they did to Trump. They sent his crazy ass away to military school, out of sight, out of mind. But now this is what they've done. They've turned this motherfucker here loose on the country and pretty much the world. So, right now we got problems, folks, because we got a psychopath in the White House, and he's slowly losing grip with reality. He's slowly losing grip with reality, and so the White House, as a fence, Trump finally got his wall around the perimeter, and we got to use it to keep him in, not to keep us out. And Washington, after another night of peaceful protests outside Lafayette Square, workers have been seen putting up a new fence barriers around the White House complex. And reporters arriving at the White House as early as 5:30 a.m. described as seeing black fences put up along Eisenhower Executive Boulevard, building offices on 17th Street entrance. By afternoon, the new fencing could be seen stretching from the back of the White House complex, closing off entrance to the ellipse and stretch all the way up 17th Street, blocking the Eisenhower Executive Office building. In addition, the additional fencing did not have the same slightly sharper edges at the top as the fence blocking off the entrance on Lafayette Square, where the majority of the protests have been taken. It's unclear why the White House felt the need for additional fencing, although protests over the weekend in response to George Floyd's death had got Trump scared. He was over there scared and freaked out. So anyway, like I said, when police forcibly removed peaceful protesters from the Lafayette Square using rubber bullets, smoke bombs, and pepper balls, so the D.C. dunce, Trump, could take a photo op in front of St. John's Episcopal Church, the White House does not comment on security protocols and decisions, and that's what some person came out and said. And the additional security could be in preparation for Saturday, when another large protest is expected to take place in Washington. And so they took Trump to the underground bunker. He hid like a little bitch in the underground bunker over there. And these are large, extremely large, peaceful protests. They claim that they feel comfortable managing them. If you look at the way a particular event would move forward, we've had a couple of days of really good, successful, peaceful demonstrations and move forward. That's what I expect, regardless of size. The new fencing prompted many people on social media to joke that Trump was finally getting his wall. He finally got his wall, and it's a wall around him, and that's exactly where the wall needs to be, around him. We don't need a wall in Mexico to keep people out. we need a wall around him to keep his ass locked up. Just matter of fact, just turn it into like they did on Escape from New York. Turn that shit into a prison and keep his ass locked up. And this is what Anthony Scaramucci said. If Trump elected more than 3 miles of fence around the White House, it would exceed the length of his new wall at the southern border. Oh boy, I'm telling you, man, this shit is funny as hell. This dude is like one of the most ridiculous people I've ever heard of. Yep. Said, yep, Trump began his term promising to build a wall to his fascists over there, and then he ends up building a wall to protect himself from the American people. He's a total idiot, man. Total fucking idiot. And you can't make this shit up. Can't make it up, folks. You can't make it up. I'm telling you. What'll they think of next? I'm telling you, man. Between Barr and Trump, and then don't forget, you got the idiot Pence that's been hiding. You got Pence and Trump. He's been hiding here lately. For some reason. I guess Trump don't want him to come out and speak and talk because he's afraid that Pence might steal his ratings, and so he was so the protest is stealing my ratings. He didn't want Dr. Fauci to talk when they was doing a little sideshow over there with the so-called coronavirus task force, to the point of they just pushed all the doctors away. Don't forget, we still have a virus going on right now nationwide. So, as I said, I have 2 family members that are affected by the coronavirus as we speak. So, don't even tell me that shit ain't real. All right, here we go, folks. Time. November's coming up. A little over 100 and something days. We got to get him out. He has got to go. The DC DUNCE has got to go. Because now, as long as we got that fence around Trump, now that we got the fence around him, America is great. Take that, doggone DC DUNCE.
KPVIDEONEWS.
Peace.